Well, hello. Hello, everybody, and welcome. And welcome to my first. This is my first time. This is my first time ever that I am doing English commentary. Before, I have only been doing Swedish commentary, my own language, in all of my gaming videos and my streams and such. So this is a whole new world. So this is a whole new world, new stuff for me. So I am good. I am pretty good at speaking English and such, but I am not that kind of an expert. But I try my best. I try my best to to do this kind of stuff, and this is very new for me. So yeah, so this is my first English commentary videos, and yeah, and this is a farming guide videos location. So this is my first time ever. So yeah, so this is going to be a whole new world for me. So bear with me, okay? So bear with me on this, okay? So in this video, I am going to talk about King's Call. So, King's Call, what element does it come in on King's Call? Well, King's Call only have two elements. King's Call, the first element is fire. The second element is electricity. So King's Call does only have two elements, and the Queen's Call, and the Queen's Call have three elements: corrosive, radiation, and cryo. So these three are the three elements that comes with Queen's Call, and the King's Call only comes with electricity and fire, as you can see here. All right. So King's Call and Queen's Call comes from the same source. So King's Call and Queen's Call is from the same boss and the same drop. It's from the same drop source. If you know what I mean here. So yeah, so Queen's / King's Call, all damage from the Queen's Call has 5% lifesteal. I hope I say this right. Ricochet effect. Critical hits return 3 bullets to your magazine, and ricochet 3 orbs at the initial target. Orbs can hit other enemies, but prioritize the initial target. Orbs deal weapon element splash damage. So Jacob's revolver does do splash damage when you do headshots, when you do critical hit. So the only way to make this gun very strong is to actually hit the enemies in their critical weak spots. So hit them on the head or some other weak spots that does critical damage. Now, if you do have a class that I do, I am using flak. I am hunter class. So, if you look at here, Flak, the hunter class, can do every time. So when I do use Fade Away skill ability, he is going to do critical hits every time, and it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because I don't have to always shoot at the enemy's head. So I can shoot the enemy's legs, foot, stomach, and it will still count. It will count as critical damage because it is one of his unique abilities in his skill tree. Okay, so there you have it. So when it comes to King's Queen's Call and Rowan's Call and such, especially when it comes to Jacob's weapons and such, that does have this ability that ricochet and return to magazine and such, it's going to be very useful. It's going to be very useful to use these kinds of weapon. And as you can see, I do have Rowan's Call, and it does return to magazine as well. So it's very good to use Fade Away because you will always do critical damage and you're never going to miss. So that's a good thing when it comes to Hunter class here. Alright, so now after all of that information and explanation, I am going to show you where you can farm, where exactly you can farm this Queen's and King's Call. Now, you have to complete the story. You have to complete the whole campaign. Before you can actually go farm this boss, all right? That I'm going to show you. So follow me in my footsteps. Before I do that,
Hey there.
all right, so here we have Borderlands Science. Now, I do recommend this if you are going to farm Queen's and King's Call, because yeah, these weapons does have a very low rate. So the drop rate is not the highest. The drop rate is only 9%. So yeah, so it does have a very low drop rate. It's a very low drop chance for this gun. So if you want to have better luck with this drop, if you want to have more higher success when it comes to drop rates and such, so I recommend this. You play Borderlands Science. Now I don't really know exactly. I really don't know this exactly. But I think you have to have a downloadable content. So I do think you have to own. I think you have to own one of these DLC content in the game to actually play, to actually have the access to Borderlands Science. But I am not sure with this. But you can put a comment on this. On my question with this, because I don't really know if but I think it is one of the DLC you have to own to actually play this Borderlands Science. Okay, alright, so if you do have one of the DLC, and you have the access, you can play this. Well well, you do play games. So you unlock every character. So it's going to be more difficult. And here I have True Tennis. So every time I'm completing a game with True Tennis, I get 1,500 points per game. So that's an awesome number. All right. So after you have played a bit and you have a couple of thousand points and such, so you go here, you buy booster, and you do wanna buy, you wanna buy Butt Stallion Milk. This will upgrade your loot quality. So this is going to go up in higher luck per se. So this is going to be more luck that gives to you when it comes to drop rate chances and such, especially when it comes to legendary weapons. All right, so that's that. So that's number one. All right, so here we have number two. So if you do have Rare Ender, the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge. So if you do have this, if you do actually have this artifact and everything that I do here in this video, yeah. So I have this equipped. I have this on every time, all the time actually. So as you can see, with this Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge, so this one does have luck, as you can see, slam bonus and bonus damage. Yeah, and I do have two other bonuses. As you can see, I do have magazine size and fire rate. So this is a very good version that I do have. So I can read here: increases the chance to find rare loot and increase the damage against frozen targets and such, blah blah blah. You know the deal. All right, so if you don't have it, if you do not have this version of the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge, so if you do not have this that I do, you can, if you do have other artifact that says substantially increases your luck. So this artifact work. Yeah, this artifact does a good job too. So yeah, so you can take you can take other artifact and have it on and equip these. So yeah, these work too. Yeah, so substantially increase your luck. So there you have it. So there you have it with all the explanation and such. But now I am going to travel to the farming spot. So we are going to go to Pandora. And we're going to go all the way down here. Destroyer's Rift. So we want to go here. So here is the farming spot. So here you're going to get Queen's and King's Call. Alright. So I'm now going to show gameplay. I'm now going to show you some gameplay with the with the King's Call. Alright. And I do have the best well, here we go. Here we go. So this is my anointed. So this is my anointed with my hunter class. While fade away is active, weapon damage is increased by 150% damage. So this is my anointed for my, especially for my class, as you can see. All right. So Yeah. And I have Revolter Shield. And on action skill start, activate any effects that trigger on shield break or fail. So this is a very good shield because this does a very heavy, large amount of damage on bosses and enemies, everything. And it does have 50% fire rate and such. I don't really know how much damage it does, but I do believe, I think it does 200 or 250% damage when it is active. One of those numbers. All right. So there you have it. Now let's kill this boss. And I do have a grenade. It's piss. Damage enemies take 20% increased damage for 6 seconds. And I do have the best anointed. On grenade thrown, weapon, grenade, and action skill damage are increased by 25% for 6 seconds. So this grenade alone does very big numbers of damage. So yeah, so the grenade does more increased damage, the shield does, and the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge. So I do a lot, many numbers of heavy damage. So yeah. And I do have the best class mod here too. So I do have weapon critical damage, splash damage radius, and weapon damage. So everything is boosted. All of these 4 stuff here is boosting a very dangerous amount of damage. Very insane damage. So yeah, here we go. Alright, so you don't have to actually climb up. You don't have to climb up to reach that weak spot. You can actually stay here and shoot all the way here. And there you have it. And we're going to throw again. And shoot! Crazy!
Another falls silent.
Well, I did not get it, but yeah. But this is the one. But yeah, this is the boss that you want to. Yeah, this is the boss that drop these guns, that drop King's Call and Queen's Call. So yeah, so it's going to take a couple of tries because. Yeah, it does only have 9% drop rate chances. So yeah, so you are going to so you're going to be here for a while. So yeah, so it's going to take. It depends. It depends, but it is going to take a couple of hours to actually get the King and Queen's Call. You know, so yeah, so. It depends, but yeah, it does have low drop rate chances. But if you have artifact that increases your luck, and you buy the booster on the arcade machine, it's going to have higher chances for you to actually get Queen and King's Call. Under 1 hour, maybe, perhaps. So yeah. Well, I am done. I am done with these guy videos. So I hope you enjoyed this. I I hope you enjoy my first guide videos here ever. So yeah, so yeah, so let me know. So let me know what you think. How did I good? Did I was I good with my commentary? What did you like and what did you not like and such? Well, put all your comments below under this video, okay? So yeah, so I will read them and yeah, and I will answer you back. Um, so yeah, so I am going to do many more guide farming locations videos and such. Borderlands free. I'm going to do very, very much content with this game, and yeah, and I am going to perhaps do Borderlands 1, and there is a big chance I will do Borderlands 2 as well. All right. Well, bye bye all of you. See you next time.